A boy set off his homemade rocket. It spun suddenly in the air and then crashed into a factory building. The boy was filled with panic because his father was inside the factory. He ran as fast as he could to check, and soon his father came out, covered in black soot and holding the broken pieces of the rocket. He scolded the boy severely before throwing the rocket into the trash can. When the boy went back to his room, he found all his tools were gone. He went to confront his father, who just pointed to the trash can outside. In the heavy rain, the boy got the rocket back because he had always dreamed of building a rocket by himself. The next day the boy left home and his teammates drove to catch up with him. After a 3-hour walk they arrived at an open field. They planted a flag, built a safety shelter, and made their first try at launching the rocket. At first they were full of confidence. The rocket was launched, but it spun in the air and flew towards a passerby. The passerby was shocked but didn't get upset with them. Instead, he advised them to use heat-resistant steel, a kind of rare and expensive material. Since they had little money, they came up with a plan. The next day they went to an abandoned railway, took off a rail, sold it for money, and bought the heat-resistant steel. Back at the launch site, the boy attached a match to the igniter and pulled the string. When the countdown reached 0, the fuse burned, and this time the rocket flew straight up. They had achieved success. Their story caught the media's eye, which made them appear in the newspaper, but soon after the police took them to the station, accusing them of starting a fire with the rocket. Although they were let go, they were not allowed to do any more rocket experiments. They went back to the launch site and burned down their safety shelter, but the boy still didn't give up. Late at night, the boy found the top student in the class used mathematical formulas to work out where the lost rocket was, and they finally found it. They hurried to take the rocket head back to school, facing doubts from others. The boy walked to the blackboard, did the calculations in front of the principal, who was finally persuaded and gave his permission. The exhibition was held as scheduled, and his excellent rocket work attracted a lot of attention. As the winners were announced one after another, his name wasn't called until the host announced the highest scientific award in the names of the 4 boys. He walked slowly onto the stage and received the medal. So what did you want to be when you were a child?